Yeah, well, it's pretty important. Yeah, obviously, for me, I personally just think about him as a Queenslander. Proud Queenslander and a friend. So um, that's in Samu's hands, and um, that all works out. I guess either way, um, like I said, it's great having him here, and but he's a young man that has to make his decisions. So yeah.
Thorn's 20 said enough. Yeah. Uh, just the boys. We knew what we had to do. That credit goes back to the halfbacks. Pushing the tempo. We've spoken to them. We know they're electric. We know the forwards will work hard, but to take that pressure off the forwards, just getting them out of it. Learning from the last couple of weeks, they make awesome line breaks for us. They make smart decisions with Tatey kicking it well. Moe pressuring that scrum. Those are big moments. It might mean a little to everyone watching outside, but it's a big moment for the team. So we just need to be smart on the back of that. Myself included, just playing full field positions once we get there, not pushing that pass. But man, I was really happy with those two and just forward pack. The physicality they brought. We knew the Stormers were a big pack, so the backs just need to finish off on that awesome work that they do for us. So
you probably had twice as many points in you tonight. The amount of opportunities.
Yep.
It was a bit frustrating that it was that close.
Yeah, I think we just got a bit too excited. I think we knew we wanted to push the pace, but just not pushing the pass or pushing that ball. Just making sure from last week again, our ball rotation, just our intention, just holding on to that pill and then building that pressure. We did that well in the first 10, 15 minutes, and then that middle section we tried to push it a bit too much where we knew if we just played in the right position, we could hopefully gas them out. You saw that in the back end, but our own mistakes were letting them back in the game. So that's another little learning that we need to understand, and we do understand that, but it's just our little brain snaps. That's me. I had 3 or 4 turnovers, which isn't good enough. So we want to rectify that for next week.
Someone looks like other players are reading how to play off tapes a lot more. Not I think it's made a couple of nice breaks off him in terms of how to sort of those the late passes or breaks. People feeling that if they sniff around off tape, something's going to happen.
Yeah, both of them. Moses, the guys we've been training that. Just that tempo of the game. We know defensively, it's hard to set the defense when we're moving forward and Tatey's just moving the ball, not waiting too long. So once the tempo's going, we still got to stay in our shape and run lines off him, find the gaps. And Higgins is one guy that does that really well. Lucan, Rods, those guys are finding that those little small gaps and emphasis on the backs as the wingers getting involved, the centers getting involved, just to help out those carries, especially when Tatey's going, Mo's going. We just want to stay in the front foot with that, and obviously on the back of that, just being smart, holding onto the ball because everyone else is on the same page.
Brad Thorn with that tonight going into South Africa, I guess talked about it a lot, but probably wouldn't put too much pressure on the boys, but really important.
Yeah, real important. So, 3 home games I was looking in a row. I wanted to win all 3, but that wasn't to be. And last week, as you saw, and this one was really important. We had to, as you were saying, there was some missed opportunities, and I think it was still 0-0 at half time, and so the guys had to persevere. It felt like it was there. They just had to keep persistent, keep working to our plan. Sometimes after a while, your team may go, "Oh, we might try something else," but the pay came in the second half. Obviously, a man down. It was good to see us capitalise on that, and there's lots of positive rugby out there, isn't there? There's lots of endeavour, like Samu said. And there's a part of me that loves that, you know. Sometimes not dying, wondering, but yeah, there's a measure being measured around that, the composure around that. Often our biggest challenge, I feel, is just us. We're so many of the guys are ambitious, and let's do something this phase instead of maybe 6 phases down the track getting there. So it's just an experience thing, and but yeah, there's this part to it where it's sort of delightful seeing them playing some rugby and backing themselves. Yeah, it's just continue to work to find that middle ground.
What's your plan for this trip? That you're saying you're probably going to rest with a few injuries tonight, maybe the wingers. What do you know what you can do?
It gets a little bit tough. We've got
I can play wing.
we've got about 4 lads with the 20s as well. So it's the thing when you bring through the young guys. It's probably a bit different with the other franchises. It was the same challenge last year. I'm very proud for them to play for Australia and represent Australia in the 20s. So that's a good thing. So yeah, it just makes it a bit interesting, and guys get opportunities. And you saw young Jack Hardy out there tonight. Chris Sortia and Jordan Batea and different guys were playing. Jack wouldn't get a go, and I'm pretty sure he played 80 minutes. And he's out there ripping in, and I think that's his 3rd game now.
Yep.
But the opportunities, I guess, for other guys, and we've got to back them because they work hard. They work hard all pre-season, and I don't like the thing where guys work hard and then. But they're never considered. If they've worked hard and they're in that squad, you want to have belief in guys to back them. So I guess we're looking at where it's at, and we'll go on this tour and we'll rip in.
The way that Samu played tonight, if he isn't to play next weekend, someone's going to have to fill the void there, whether not performance-wise, just sort of spiritually, the impact he had.
Yeah, he was. Ball in his hands. He's just a delight to watch, and he just can beat one-on-one, and then the next guy. So I think he's just, I guess, talking about him. Captaincy can test players, and isn't it bring out the best in them? So it's a credit to him. But like you said, if we make that decision to rest, then it'll be a hard sort of guy to fill, won't it?
Who do you look to sort of lead the side generally?
Just in his, you mean
Not positionally,
there's a lot of guys stepping up across the board. You'd be surprised at young man Lucan Tui speaking very well, and Isaac Rotter, and these guys have been the young guys from 20s a few years back, but they're starting to get like 2-3 years of this level now, and had some tests. They've had a good deal of test experience, and they're just starting to really encouraging the players to engage and to really have their say and be working away at different things. So across the team, obviously you got Scott Higginbotham. He's a guy that everyone really respects. Bryce Hegarty. There's guys across the board there. So that's one of the cool things about the team. It's not sort of just one guy. That's something I probably really enjoy about the team. Yeah.
It's pretty good tonight.
I thought he was outstanding. Yeah, I'm just really pleased with him. I said to him after the game, obviously last year the loss of his dad, and I can relate to that because some of the things happened with me at the same age, and just he's in just fine form. He's just enjoying his rugby. He enjoys the team. He's just there's lots of his parts of his game. His ball carrying, it's just growing. His height's coming down. You got to, just all his set piece stuff. There's been big improvement. He's just a great guy in the group. Yeah, one of many. A lot of good lads in there.
Have you actually worked on Luke running like?
It's probably something I'll be. With Luke when he came here, he's a guy who played some league, so I understand, especially with league guys who come to rugby, understand the challenges of rugby is all about height. A lot of it rugby is about the height, whereas league is, is quite different. So it's been like a 3-year project, and height. But I feel like he's really, and he's trying hard. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's just getting it all. And he's really self-motivated. He's just in this really good space, isn't he, Samu? There was a tough thing that happened with his dad, and then there's obviously you have a grieving time and headspace and that, and then he got in here and he's probably another thing he said tonight is he's really fit. S&C brilliant bad. Worked with them over the summer and all these guys, and they're in good nick. When you're in good nick, you feel good. You want you can do the stuff you want to do out in the field, and you recover well, and you're fresh. You're mentally you're in a good space. So
he looked like he was enjoying that brawl down the corner.
Yeah, a bit of fun for the fans, and
When do you lose your 25?
Yeah.
No.
When do you lose them?
So I could have taken them for a week, and then they would have had to return on the following Thursday because they still go into camp on the coast, and then they've got sort of like the following Friday. It's like they play their test and that. They do that every year. It's a really good competition. So just decided if we brought them over, and then you'd have to send them back, and then you'd have to bring other guys over, and we just back our depth in our squad, and we wish those guys really well, represent their country, and we as Queenslanders we want them to really stand out and represent us well in the green and gold.
That's Jack Hardy.
Yeah. Isaac Lucas, Harry Wilson, and Fraser McRae. So 3 of those guys played tonight. Isaac's played about 7 games now, so I'm sure that the experience they've had at this level, they've been loving it. But I'm sure that's going to be a real, they'll take that to that level, and you hope that's a real benefit to what they're trying to achieve there.
Do you know at this stage how bad Filippo's wrist is?
I'm pretty sure it's broken up.
So that's really going to test the depth.
You just send him.
Hopefully Chris is coming.
You just send him to Fiji. We'll fix it up there.
Banana leaves.
Banana leaves would be sweet.
Banana leaves, yeah. So Chris Ortiz looking. I'm sure he's looking good for. Chris has been in fantastic form. I don't know if people have noticed. So he's a guy who'd be great to have back, and so we'll sort it out.
So someone like Seb Wildman, does he come in and consider it?
Yeah, all those guys do. So I'm sort of like just a little bit stumped right now thinking about it. But we'll talk as coaches, and um, you know, I just like um, I just like backing the guys, and they all work hard, and there's a real good spirit in the crew. No one complains when they're not in the 23. You know, they just work hard, and you respect that, and you look, and then opportunities come along, and you say, here's a chance to show your stuff. So we'll talk that through.
So it was quite an advantage to have a block of 3 South African teams in a row where some of the style of play is
Similar. Yeah. Obviously something we spoke a little bit. Just understanding that going into 3 games in a row, similar to our 3 home games, but like I said, it's a captain's run, just taking each game as it is. Guys have had a feel. Stormers are a great team, physical team. Obviously, they didn't have some players that are pretty important to them. So I was just really happy with the boys' intent for this week, and then obviously enjoy that, and then heading into the Bulls week next week. So that's going to be another important game, especially playing in Pretoria, Johannesburg. It's tough. It's tough. The tour's tough. It's like they've come here, the Stormers, and it's like it's always a tough tour down in South Africa. Awesome fans. They're really ripping to us, and with the game like that, it's going to be a tough game. So, like I said again, enjoy tonight, recover, support the girls this weekend. They got their final, so massive for them. The boys will get down there, barbecue with them tomorrow for their captain's run, and wish them well. So that's our main focus right now. Then start the week again. We'll build again.